Hi Octbox fans, Rick Tyler here. Been a while since I did the last video, so a bit to catch up on. Before I talk about the toolbar, which is the main thing I'm going to do the video, and what shows I'm doing next week, just want to give a recap on people and customers waiting for their bait covers. They came in, we'd already done the DPD levels, but I just was not happy with the quality, so they didn't go out. I didn't send them out. The factory is remaking them. They're being flown in by air freight as soon as they're ready, and I'll get them out to you as soon as they're ready. They've been a waste of time. So one thing I was very happy with though is the toolbar. Now toolbar, we used to do a KeepNet toolbar that Nick Speed's been using for years. He's been over the moon with it. I never liked the original one. I just didn't think it was adaptable enough. I do like the way I've done this, which is basically allows you to do everything Nick's got with the toolbar we made years ago, but it will also allow you to fit 2 more KeepNets, so it will go up to 6 KeepNets, and it will allow you to adjust it so it will not just fit on a D25 or a D36 Octbox. It will fit any seat box. If you've got arms and 2 round 25mm posts, this can adjust and will fit on it. And the reason it can do that is you've got this block in the middle, and either side you can see there I've got an adjustable bar that can go in and out, so that gives me my distance that I need to amend that's going to go on the support legs. You can see there I've got, for the 2 middle KeepNets, they're adjustable as well. So if I fit this now onto my D25, just got to adjust it slightly, and once this is on, you can leave this in place. It's not very heavy, so once you've got that on, that can just stay fixed in place permanently. Now, in addition to that, you've got these 2 bars which can stay in your bag. So, for example, if you are going to be fishing with 1 or 2 nets, you can put them straight onto the top of the post of the Octbox or onto the adjustable, and you can see there I can adjust the width of that to accommodate those. So I can leave that on if I know I'm only going to be fishing 2 KeepNets. That's how I'm going to fish, and I can put 2 KeepNets on, as well as if we put it on, say, this one. And then one thing that Nick Speed certainly likes is the ability. Now this post does not come with the toolkit, toolbar. What does come with it is 4 5cm quick fit adapters. Now we supply every Octbox with 3, so you should have ample, but if you did need 6 and you didn't have any, you'll need to order another 2 5cm. Now this is 30cm post is not supplied with it, but if you wanted a bar in the middle to go across your KeepNet, a bit like Nick Speed style, then you need a 30cm bar, and then this bar going across the top is what we call our extending adapter bar. You can see there, if I put a post in there, I can have a feeder arm. He has like a long bar where he can put his feeder rod in numerous positions. And you can see now I can move this KeepNet further or closer together to get the exact perfect setup I want to. In the event I'm suddenly catching more fish, all I've got to do is connect this in and secure that in place. This KeepNet is then on a sliding bar as well and can move, and then I've got a KeepNet on the end. And of course, you don't forget these adapters here you'll have on your KeepNets so that it saves you time. And then you've got one on this side as well. So you can see there, it's very adaptable for different days, venues that you're fishing. And leave the central bit fitted and leave the other 2 bits in your bags. The 5cm adapters will be fitted. So hopefully you'll like it as much as I do. I look forward to the feedback from the guys that have already got one. It's been a very popular seller so far, and I know people have been plaguing me for years to bring back the KeepNet adapter, because a lot of people liked what Nick Speed does with it. So hopefully Nick will get a thumbs up from you when we actually get one to send it to show it to you as well. So that's that. The other thing I want to talk about is our shows. Now I've started to put the data and details of our shows now on our website homepage. So if you're ever wondering where we're going to be, just go to our website, www.octbox.co.uk, and there'll be a banner on the front page and it will tell you the next venues that we're doing. So next week we're going to be doing 14th of April, we're going to be at Blithfield Reservoir. That's sort of east of Stoke and just north of Birmingham, and that's going to be 1400 hours to 1700 hours. We're going to be at Winsford, which is like West Cheshire, just a bit down from Northwich, south of Northwich. That's on the 15th. That's going to be at a social club. Details are on the website, between 1900 and 2100 hours. And then on the 16th, we're at St Helens at the rugby club, and that's going to be between the 1900 hours and 2100 hours. The postcode and the name of the rugby club, just in case there's more than one rugby club in St Helens. And then 17th, we are at Decoy Lakes, again 1900 hours to 2100 hours. So basically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Right, so that's roadshows out of the way. I will be putting them on Facebook as well anyway, but remember, visit the website for quick ease. You'll find it straight away. I find Facebook sometimes you have to search around a bit. Final thing I want to talk about is we have now got the extension trays back in stock. I have done a video on this before. If I take the lid out, this actually gives me a 50% increase on the standard bait weighter. If I turn it round, you can see on the back I've got two little stainless steel bolts, and this is slotting into two holes at the front. Spigots go in there, and once it's in, they tighten up. And I've now increased that standard bait weighter by 50% and actually given it more area than I actually have on a standard bait weighter. In terms of the best setup I find for this, I get a extension arm with post. I put that on my middle leg and I have it facing slightly to the rear. I'm going to put my extension tray to the rear because I don't have a lid covering that. One thing as well, when you're taking this on and off, I sometimes find pull it, you can see there I've not tightened it up, so it's pulling away. If I pull it a bit towards me and push down, it will come off a lot easier than if I'm just got the weight. So that's on like that, and you can see it's floating. Put it where I want, but I'm going to lock it around about that position. I'm going to fit what we call, and we do in our shop now, it's called the landing net support post. So it's a little post we do with a threaded top in that sits nice and neatly in there, that you can put a tulip on, and your landing net can sit quite nicely and neatly there, ready to go. I'm going to have a lid that's covering my main bait, and my umbrella to the rear. Let me get that later. My bait extension tray to the rear is generally now going to be covered by my umbrella if it's inclement weather. Now, in addition to that, you can see I've got my bait weighter set up, my ground bait tray set on a pivoting system. I'm not using the pin because I've only got it supported on one point. It would make it a bit too front heavy to work properly with a pin. And to get this ground bait set up tray properly, I will remove it so you can see what I've done. I've basically got the ground bait tray that is swiveling on the shoulder and the stud on the top of a 30cm post. That itself is fitted to an extension arm, and that extension arm is going onto my foot plate leg. I can then lower it down to the position I want. Make sure that it's covered. Lock it in position. Okay, and then it will just pivot out on the collar, and that's perfect. That's what I'm going to be using in Holland. I find it absolutely perfect, and if you haven't already seen it, my video I did on packing away quickly, you can see how this setup, particularly if I'm using the D36, just lifts up and folds over my wheelbarrow, over my seat, and collapses down in wheelbarrow in literally seconds. So hopefully you found that useful. Get in touch if you are coming to the show. Give us some feedback on what you're hoping to see. We're going to have probably the biggest setup we've ever done. With the roadshow, we're just putting more and more and expanding it to show even more gear and new ideas like you're seeing here, to show people just different ways how we can use something. And we're also demonstrating a new setup for a platform and how you can modify your outrigger to give an even higher performance. So till the next video, tight lines.